Oh, man. I just can't believe it is snowing in the middle of March. And it was 70 degrees yesterday. Hello, Kyler. I'm waiting for the DoorDash tablet to go off, so I figured we'd just watch it snow for a few minutes, and maybe somebody will order a pizza. I'm down here. The kitchen's actually behind me, about 2 rooms away. But it's slow, it's snowing, nobody's having it today. So we'll just watch the snow. It's wild though, because yesterday was, I think, almost 70 degrees. I don't know where you guys are at. But like, look at this. It's coming down, coming down. Where am I located? I'm in Michigan. I'm about halfway between Flint and Lansing. Just kind of right there in the middle of the, Michigan. Right there, kind of very close to the middle of the mitten. And it's wild. Like, it was like 65 and then 70 degrees. Very nice out. And then that big cyclone hit down south, and it went crazy. And now here we are, we're getting snow. There was a lot of damage pretty south of us. It is beautiful here. The Upper Peninsula, I would say, is more beautiful than down here. We have some nice places down here, but man, if you go across the Mackinac Bridge, it is just beyond gorgeous up there. So hopefully you guys will get to stick around long enough to see me make a couple of deep dish pizzas, but if that tablet doesn't go off, that's not going to happen. Hawaii, yeah, you certainly have better weather than me. This is, I mean, I can take this weather. Obviously, like, I live here, right? But come on, do we have to go back and forth? Does it have to be 70 and then it's like 32 out there right now? I thought we were going to be done with the coats for the year. Greece, you know, that is a side of the world that I would very much enjoy to see parts of those parts of the world. Unfortunately for me, I'm 38 years old. When I was around early 20s, 21, 22, somewhere in there, I developed a panic disorder that turned more into kind of agoraphobia, okay? So my brain, even though there's no actual real danger, my brain has developed this thought process of that there's some sort of invisible line, and I don't leave that invisible line. So it's weird because my house is a mile away from here. I'm at the American Legion. By the way, this is downtown in our town, and the kitchen's right over there, the other side of the poker room. And about 3 blocks down the street here, I own a restaurant, but our restaurant is under construction, and so we're using the kitchen down here and generating the money that we need to finish what we're doing down there. But at any rate, we're right in the smack middle of my invisible boundary line, so I'm comfortable here, but man, being able to go to the other side of the world's not going to happen, unfortunately. Your dad's in the military. Well, I mean, thank him for his service, you know. We get a lot of, I mean, that's obviously what this building is. This is the American Legion post for this town, so a lot of very similar to the VFW from what I perceive. But they're pretty awesome for extending this lease to us this way, and the health department was awesome for making this happen as well. We really needed it. The restaurant was actually closed for, I want to say, 6 months before I came in as a partner. So it's been a lot of nonsense getting to here. But if you're asking as far as the mental illness there, early on I didn't know what it was. Now I got some help then to get over the initial shock of whatever it was that was happening. But the problem is that the doctors here, they really just want to, it's easier for them to treat and kind of turn you into a zombie. So what they wanted to do was give me, basically a pocket full of pills, everything from Seroquel, Xanax, Trazodone, Paxil. I didn't need all that. I needed a way to know what was going on and how to make it go away. And so I chose to step away from that. I didn't want to have all those, you know what I mean? And it sucks that I still have the agoraphobia part of it, but the panic attacks are much better now that I've aged a bit. The business is called Roma's Back Door, and it's in Owasso, Michigan. If you pop on Google and type that in, you'll see the restaurant. It's just 2 blocks down from where I'm at right now. But I came in, like I said, they were closed. A couple of guys bought it, and one guy left, and the other guy decided to do a DIY project without pulling a permit, and it got him shut down. And then the cost that he was being told was just crazy. That is, hello, neighbor to the north. You know, that's actually exactly what they say. They say exposure therapy, going up and doing it until it gets boring, and that's. But you're supposed to do that one-on-one with a therapist, and I just had been through so much over the last few years that it hadn't seemed like the right time. Now we get through this construction project, and I think it's definitely going to be time, because I've got 2 little ones that are. I don't want them to be missing out on things because of something that happened when I was younger, you know, so. But at any rate, the other owner had pulled this project, and so we've gone through most of the work now. But previous to that, man, it's a beautiful place. It's a very nice patio, liquor license, full bar service. It's been here since 1965. So for me to come in at this point, and I've essentially taken control of the operation, which is why we're open in this context. But it is what it is. I'm very happy to be a part of it, but it's stressful sometimes. I'm reading it. 1 second. Yeah, so the panic attacks are absolutely miserable, and they're different for almost everybody. I mean, they're similar, and they overlap in a lot of ways, but they manifest differently for a lot of people. For me, one of the big symptoms that I get is that I tend to hyperventilate, which makes my hands really tingly, and then they do this thing, and it's hard to really control them, you know? So for that reason, I don't want to be on the road with that stuff happening. That's why I keep inside of that invisible circle. But yeah, the 2 kids, boy, that's a story on its own. I was married for 8 years, and the first few years of that was absolutely phenomenal, and the rest of those years were not. I'm divorced now, and thankfully, my ex-wife has gotten a really good grip on herself, and so I really truly couldn't have a better co-parent. We're still friends. We just didn't work out, the 2 of us, you know. So it's unfortunate sometimes that happens, but I'm glad that it can be in a way where it's not toxic and the kids can be around it. So and they have, I don't know, there's without saying a lot, I suppose, there's another woman in the house now. So they have kind of me, and then they have at their house, they have mom and they have bonus mom. So, it is what it is. It works. Let's go wander around in here. So you guys are probably tired of looking at I wish if someone else was here, I'd walk down to the other building, but we'll go wander around for a minute. How do I flip this camera? No, there's no toxicity, and that's a blessing. So, hello guys. You should hit that subscribe button because I do a few different things. And most of my content is actually anything from tech to programming. I'm actually a systems analyst, and I ended up at the right place at the right time. I also own a sign shop. I also own a recycling company. So there's constantly something going on. So I thought Amy was gonna bring me some food like an hour ago, so I stopped making this pizza. And now it's kind of got to go in there. So yeah, man, I try to put out good content. I'm glad you subbed. I try to put out good content, and I try to show, because I don't care about competition and stuff like that, right? So I like to show people I'm diversified into some weird revenue streams, and I like to show people what I'm doing here so that you can take that, or anybody that wants to with the motivation can take that and go do those same things. Because some of the work that I do, especially in the recycling field, some of that work is, man, it's just crazy to explain. If you go on the recycling, that company is called Michigan E-Waste. We're registered with the state of Michigan for as a recycling company. We have 100 people in this little town that we pick up once a week. We pick up their paper, plastic, glass, and cardboard. It reduces their trash bill, and we keep it all out of the landfill. We have people then that we sort that material and we sell it. But the bigger part of that is that because we're licensed by the state, big corporations, like if you have Aldi's near you, Aldi is one of our clients. Aldi just had us pick up a cargo van full of electronic waste, and one of the pallets was full of laptops. So we take those laptops and destroy the data, and we turn around and resell them. Oh God, here comes stupid. What do you want? We're streaming. What? I said, what do you want? We're streaming. Say hi, stupid. Hey.
We got an order.
What? Fuck's sake.
Look what I brought you though. This part should make your heart happy before
I'm dropping the people. Brought this for me. That's not going on a pizza.
Homemade roast beef and mashed potatoes and carrots.
What's on the order?
2 stuffed crusts.
Oh.
Yeah, because for some reason they think it's on the fucking menu.
You guys give me a second. I'm gonna get this moving.
I'm not sure why they think it's on the menu, but they do. Wash my hands.
You got enough cheese?
Huh? Yeah.
Alright, I'll get the shells going real quick. I was telling them maybe an order would come in and I'd get to make pizza, so.
Yeah, there you go, bud. Right as I was pulling over to Logan's house. And I told him 45 minutes, so about 5:40 is when they're gonna be here, so you don't have to
Let's see if I can. 5:40?
Yeah.
Nope. We're gonna try to see if I can get the sheeter on the camera. There we go. 2 stuffed crusts. Watch this sheeter be a piece of shit. No,
Listen, Audacity is more on sale today than it's been on sale for a real long time.
Who's on it? The birthday girl?
Yep.
I figured.
Guess what I almost had with me?
What?
A Marley.
Nope. I gotta get the boy in here in a little bit.
I figured that.
Yeah.
I figured that.
I don't know where I don't know where they took the other one, but
Who picked her up this one?
Kayla picked her up, and then Kayla and Kendra came back because she forgot her glasses.
So,
Alright, here we go.
I need 2 orange cream cheeses for this. I have to make this cream cheese stick,
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
buddy.
I know. This machine is like a lifesaver, you guys. Lifesaver.
Holy shit, I was so tired yesterday.
I'm tired of you.
This is ridiculous.
What
Those
is?
mushrooms look like absolute shit, and I need some for this order.
What mushrooms? All those? Yeah. What can you do? Is that enough space here?
Yes.
Roll, you gotta roll
More
that.
than enough.
Okay. Okay, let me get the second one. Hello. I'm just checking the thing. I figured, I looked at the stats and I'm almost at that point where I can get the stickers and stuff like that. I'm like halfway to monetized. So let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. I need all these people to watch me for like a little while. We're gonna go live for like an hour. How many pizzas have I made? Oh God, I don't know, Amy. How many pizzas you think I've made now?
Oh God.
I'll tell you what. If you let me get this crust made. Actually, my other phone's right here. I'm only gonna count the stuff that went through Square. I'm not gonna count the stuff that has gone through DoorDash because that doesn't tie in. But I'll tell you right now. That's not me specifically though, because she makes a chunk of them. Let's go reports, sales. Go down. I'm on the wrong business. Hold on. Come on. Reports, sales, year, count. We have done. We just got our food license back, so Amy and I, it looks like, have done 40, about 80 through Square, and then shit, probably that many through DoorDash.
I'd say double that through DoorDash. DoorDash is pretty busy.
Yeah, DoorDash does stay pretty busy. Then
But
that
this
doesn't
is a
count.
real low number.
That doesn't count the Stromboli. That doesn't count the calzones that are basically the same thing. That doesn't count any of the stuff we did over the summer because those were put in. So any of that outdoor stuff wouldn't be on that number either.
I've definitely made more than 80 pieces, but
Well, I mean, then you rang them up wrong.
well,
If they went through
that's
Square.
not Chicago. Did you go to
Yeah,
Chicago?
that
next week?
38 Chicago's.
With calzone.
I did
and
not count.
Stromboli?
I did not count those. I only counted the Chicago's and the 14s.
Yeah, it's probably a good triple that number. Hey, when you go get the boy, I'm gonna need to get you some mushrooms.
I can do that. They're trash, huh? Or just don't have enough.
Both.
Hey, I got a cheese pizza in there. And I started to make, and then you said something about food, so I left it sitting there for a while. But now it needs to be baked off. It's pretty good. I'm alright at it. This machine stresses me out though sometimes. Not as bad as it stresses her out. Sometimes it'll get caught in the back. Right now it's behaving, and as soon as it's busy in here and I need it to work, that's when it'll fucking start.
Behave.
Yep, every time.
One.
Alright. Get this one on screen. Yeah, I'm gonna show you in a second what it does. It's really stupid what this machine will do sometimes. Hang on. Ten and a half, what?
10.5 fucking cheese sticks, but
Oh. Sounds like my kind of lunch. So here we go. It does this thing. It's got these knives right here. You see these? And sometimes, here we go. Here we go. That whole thing, there's 4 of those in there. And sometimes the dough ball gets stuck in there. And then you got to start over. And then there's like, you know, a customer here and a DoorDasher here and another customer over there. And it's really stressful. It's really fun.
there's one, buddy. Can you get on, please?
We're doing triangles today.
Dude, I can't even with this. That can't be like
It
that.
wasn't like that when we did it to you.
Yes, it was.
No.
Yes, yes, it was. I needed to be a little larger.
No, we're not using the sheeter.
Fix the cheater.
I tried to call that guy about the knives, and I didn't get a call back. Maybe he's on vacation or something. I'm gonna call him again tomorrow.
Yeah. Keep bugging me.
You need me to cut some of these mushrooms?
Yeah. Here's some more, not that over too.
This pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Imagine that. That'd be fun.
Mm. I was thinking to myself, like, wow, I can't believe my phone hasn't rang. This is pretty fucking crazy.
Nope.
How am I still sitting here at my mom's house and not running out the door?
I like it when it's big, like big orders paced out instead of 1,000 little fucking $12 orders. Like, cause this one's gonna come out to like 30, 40 bucks, right? Something like that.
I need wrong device with it too.
Okay. But you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be like 40, and I've already done like 40, so we're halfway there already. These are so nasty. I can't believe you guys eat mushrooms.
Okay.
I got a thing though. I'm not trying to eat something that's trying to eat me when I die. You know what I mean?
No. No, I don't.
I'm not eating mushrooms, worms, bugs.
I'm not eating mushroom or worms or bugs, but I'm definitely eating
You might as
mushrooms.
well. Eating everything else is trying to eat you when you're dead. Yeah, have you ever seen the YouTube videos where these guys like hook probes up to mushrooms and listen to the sound waves they generate? That shit's wild.
Oh, that is pretty crazy sounding.
It's wild, wild.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cheesy, actually.
Fungus is, I just not my
I
favorite. Okay.
really enjoy all mushrooms.
So here's the deal. While you were gone, I was on GPT about the hoodless thing again, and I went out to the van and I got the printout from Tanya, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Tanya, it's like they do the Martin thing and they only read half of what is on the code. Okay? It says if an appliance is approved under UL 710B, it's allowed, right?
Okay.
So I found 2 things. One, I found a ventless hood that is manufactured by Hobart
Okay.
that is $1,500 and it's down in Detroit, I think it was. Okay?
Okay.
That is, in fact, UL 710B certified, and I have the manual to prove it, which means it doesn't require any independent testing at all. But it does, man, this one's gross. but it has to be independently, it has to be hooked up to an oven, obviously. So then I started looking for Hobart ovens, and I found a few Hobart convection ovens. Anywhere, I found one for like $300. Yeah. So I asked for the dimensions, because if that hood will hit, that's $1,800. And then we're in. And because I have the, what I just tell you I have, the operator's manual,
Yeah.
because I have it, like they actually can't say no to that plan if we can acquire them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, I have it. They literally can't say no because now I have the documentation. Bye. Thanks. Kyler left.
Who's Kylie?
I don't know, whoever I've been talking to for like 20 minutes.
Oh.
So,
Alright, I need pepperoni, please. And then this other one is cancel pepperoni, bacon, mushroom.
you had a whole bag of mushrooms right here.
Oh. Okay, well, that's good to know.
Pepperoni, bacon, and mushroom, right?
Yep.
So that's what I'm after, is that and like a single electric burner to boil off some water. If they let us do those two things,
Yep.
we'll make the meat sauce down here. If they tell me no, I have them dead to rights on paper, and I will sue this time, and I will go right past Mark. This is happening one way or the other, with their cooperation or without it. But they're gonna learn this time that if I have you by the code, I have you by the code. Just work with me, please. For God's sake, don't make me have to go down that rabbit hole.
That's just bullshit.
I'm not doing it anymore. If I've worked too hard, I put too much time in.
Asking about it.
Who?
Sarah's mom's boyfriend.
Yeah.
The one that dropped off your fence panel.
What did he have to say?
He's just pissed. He sees how hard I work and he's like, "You're never home. Are you doing okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." Because he lived right across the street, you know. So
Fucking.
he's like, "Man, you're freaking never home. Like, what's going on with grandma's?" And I told him, and he's like, "Well, I'm glad you guys are figuring something out, but they need to let you open that building."
Did you tell him about the idea for the banquet room?
Yeah, he said it's a good idea, but he doesn't know if it's good to know that.
So here's the deal. If they don't let me do it with a hood, or with this setup, then I'm gonna do it without it, and then I'm gonna sue them, and I'm gonna do it anyways after I win. You know what I mean? Like, I'll set it up for cold prep, and then I'll redo my floor plan later on.
They can't say no, really.
They can't, because she literally handed me, I'm gonna read it to you, I got the paper out of the van, okay? I'm gonna show you what she handed me, because I went on about 710B, blah, 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 and they always like to do this slick shit where I say one thing, they show me something else. Sleight of hand type shit. Well, this time, what they actually showed me, she didn't read it, and it references 710B. Like when these go in the oven, I'll go grab the paper and show you. She tried to show me 500 something, and it actually calls out the one that I was pointing at. So all she did was solidify my
What
argument.
you were saying, yeah.
So she said, and then she's like, well, if you go in there and then blah, blah, blah with the Romex. I said, there's nothing at all wiring related that has to be touched in that room. Nothing.
So it's grandfather.
Yeah, nothing in there has to be touched at all.
Mm-hmm.
The outlets are already in place. I don't need anything. It's a lie.
That's a lot. I know.
But they don't know.
I think Joey thinks it's that guy that walked through the door last night. You were too distracted. I think he was an angel sent straight from fucking God. I just need you to know.
Amy, I heard you tell Cindy that you thought he's hot.
He was hot as fuck. That doesn't have anything to do with the rest
That
of the
doesn't make him an angel.
That doesn't have anything to do with why I think he's an angel. Okay? Zero to do with why I think he's an angel. Came in here talking about fucking electrical code, dude.
Yes. Here. I want to show this. We got this mushroom, bacon, pepperoni, stuffed crust pizza.
And just the pepperoni back here.
This thing's got a full like 2-3 pounds of cheese in it because Amy doesn't know how to use the scale.
That's accurate for my pricing, sir. You cannot tell me that that's not accurate for my
I can
pricing.
tell you we can make more.
What's
that?
They,
What time again?
I told them 45 minutes and they called at 4:52. Those need about 10 minutes in this oven. And I gotta make bites too.
Oh shit, I'll cut that. God damn it, dude, I did that thing again today on the first DoorDash. The customer ordered Cinnabites.
Yeah?
My stupid ass shook it up as Roma Bites, so I gave them to the Dasher.
I told my mom that we get Cinnabite orders only when I'm not fucking here. Like, we don't really get Cinnabite orders if it's just me. Why won't this open up?
You gotta be smarter than the baby.
It's probably a difficult feed.
Hello! Just making some stuff with the Play-Doh.
Stuff and things.
Making stuff and stuff and things. Oh.
Yep.
What?
I'm fucking exhausted.
I'm damn.
I am fucking so tired, I can't even think straight. Marley, when she's at my house, I don't sleep very good.
Yeah.
She,
Seasoned. That's restaurant words for not sanitary.
no, that is not the case. It is 100% sanitary. It's just seasoned, but this dude is out of control, you guys. Hey, you could open a window today and it might actually
Dude, yesterday
do
was
you some good.
wild.
And it's snowing today.
I was on one about that when I first went live. What time do you want me to get Waylon while it's convenient, like in a minute here?
Sure. So you didn't tell me what they're doing with her.
Oh, I don't know exactly, but I know I got a clip of them bowling.
I was gonna say you have fucking Kayla on Snapchat. What do you mean you don't know?
I don't ask. Don't involve me in the shit, you know what I mean? Kayla pulled up today. So you guys selling Romas or what?
What is she talking about?
Because I had made an early on mention when I thought Martin was going to not pay John. I needed to make it look like something different. So I made a mention to the fact that John had received an offer, which he had. I wasn't lying, but I made sure people knew that there was an offer because I wasn't going to let it look like failure because Martin's a fucking idiot.
Yes.
Now I had that random text from Leo the other day, and I sent back something not necessarily sharp-tongued, but basically make it worth my time or don't come to me with a number. Because I know that with Randy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are those? Those aren't bites.
They aren't. They aren't, sir.
They're bites. You can bite them. They are edible. All right, I'm getting off this thing because it's killing my battery. Goodbye. Thank you. God bless.
I should probably